Make no mistake about it, guys. Women who are cool, hot, and know how to be feminine and know how to treat a man are never ever single. These girls are always snatched up. Okay, they're always taken. They're always with some guy. Right? I did a coaching video on my channel a few months back called How to Pick Up a Girl Who Has a Boyfriend. Right? I got a lot of haters on that video too. And the thing is, with the guys who are hating on me about that video, like, hey, you picking up somebody else's girlfriend, that's just not right, mister. It's just not right. You have to understand that these girls who are feminine, hot, cool, good, they're generally going to be with a guy. It doesn't necessarily mean it's anything serious. A lot of times these girls are in casual dating relationships with a guy, right? Because good women do not like to be single. They don't. They like having men around them. They like the feeling of having a boyfriend or just a guy that they're dating casually. They like the feeling of that. If you actually went out, all you people who hated on that video, if you actually went out as much as I did and you've approached as many girls as I have in my lifetime, that is one pattern you will recognize very quickly. It's like, man, all the good women are constantly taken. They're constantly seeing somebody, right? I'd say over half of the time it's nothing serious. Okay, it's nothing serious. It's just something to hold her over until she meets a guy that she really connects with. Okay, and you don't want to hold it against these girls either. Like, oh, she's a cheating whore then. She's just a cheating whore. It's like, no, she's not. Okay, she's just a woman, right? She's just a woman and she's waiting for the right guy to come along. But in the meantime, she doesn't want to be alone. So that's not necessarily a bad thing. You know, one thing I'm against, though, is approaching married women. I do not pick up married women. I do not advocate chasing after them. I do not advocate dating married women. I've been there. I've done that. And it's something I will never do again. Okay? Just morally, it's not right. But beyond that, it's just, it could get very, very messy, especially if she has kids, right? If there are kids involved, it can get very, very messy. And I have had women who are married who've lied to me, who've been like, no, we're separated. You know, we don't even sleep in the same rooms. And through years of experience, I got better at recognizing those patterns as well. When a woman is just lying to me in order to extract sex out of me, you know, in order to try to get with me. But I do not advocate going after married women. But if it's a boyfriend-girlfriend relationship, you know what? I have no problem with that because overwhelmingly, I would say, especially these days, 90% of those relationships are not going to work out, okay? Less than 10% will, where they'll go the distance and the guy will propose to her and marry her off. But 80-90% of the time, if it's just a boyfriend-girlfriend relationship, it's probably going to end. You know, just because most guys are so beta these days, they're so feminized, right? A lot of these girls, they might stay with these guys temporarily, but then when it comes time, when this guy finally proposes, and she's got to make a decision if she wants to go to the distance with this guy, most of those times that girl's going to be like, no, I'm going to go explore elsewhere. Okay, so when it comes to girls with boyfriends, I don't have a problem with that because, like I said, in all my years of doing pickup, most of these relationships end. Okay, my old blue pill self, 10, 15, 20 years ago would have been like, no, man, that's wrong. She's got a boyfriend. Not cool. Not cool, dude. But again, when you've seen as much as I have, you realize like, hey, there's an 80-90% chance this relationship is going to end anyway. And there is a better man for her out there, whether it be you or somebody else. And that's just the way it goes. Okay. But if she's already married the guy and he's put a ring on her finger and she's walked down the aisle with him, hands off. I don't touch that. If I'm out in the field and I see a woman that I want to approach, and the second I spot that ring on her finger, I stop. I just stop. I don't go any further. Okay? I don't go any further. Because I don't want to be tempted. Right? But in any case, as I was saying, good women will always be taken. Okay? It's just the way it is. Good women get snatched up very fast. Especially in today's climate where most chicks are loud, mouthy, arrogant, narcissistic, masculine, right? And I'm not talking about masculine features so much. I'm talking about their attitude is very masculine, very alpha. Huge turnoff. Guys hate that, okay? I despise that. I don't like that at all. I don't like when a chick is like masculine like that. I like girls who are feminine, as do most guys, okay? As do most guys. It's just like if you're a woman, you don't want a guy who's feminine, do you? You want a guy who's masculine, right? You want a guy who has a backbone. You want a guy who you feel can protect you. Okay, and this is often why women shit test us. They want to see if we can stand up to them. Okay, because when you stand up to a girl, when she tries to shit test you, you are demonstrating to her that you have the ability to protect not only yourself, but you can protect her too. This is often why I love when a girl shit tests me. You know, and a lot of guys who don't do enough game, don't do enough pickup, they hate being shit tested. Because for them, it's like an automatic rejection. They feel like the girl's like, oh, she's rejecting me. See, this pickup doesn't work. It's a scam. 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 Pickup's a scam. Right? I'm so sick of hearing guys say stuff like that, too. It's so annoying. Like, pickup, it's a scam. It's a scam, man. Hey, M, you're just trying to make money. You're just trying to sell your program, man. It's like, well, yeah, duh. I am trying to sell my program. I've never hid that fact. Have I ever tried to hide that fact? No. But you know what else? FYI, why I even came up with a program, why I even created the 33 Secrets. I created that because I had so many subscribers asking me to create a product. That was never my intention, by the way. I was very happy taking guys out on boot camps. I didn't have a product back then. I was just taking guys out. That's all I did. And I was making a good living doing that. Okay, and it was low stress. I loved taking guys out. And the last thing I wanted to do was have to sit down, lock myself in my place, and write a manual for how to pick up women. Beautiful women. Okay, the last thing I wanted to do was have to sit there and jot down all my notes. Because I'm somebody who just likes to give you the information. Right? I just like to tell you how it is. But I created this program because so many students kept asking me for it. So all you idiots are like, he's just trying to make money off these programs. Just pickup is a scam. And it's like, dude, I didn't volunteer to create these programs. It was students asking me over and over and over, create a program, create a program, create a program. All right? And I created that program for them. And I've got hundreds, even thousands of positive reviews from these guys. They love my program. These guys send me thank you messages all the time from all around the world. Okay? All around the world, I get these thank you messages going, hey, thanks to you, I saved my relationship. Thanks to you, I saved my marriage. Thanks to you, I met my wife. But getting back to the topic, like I said, good women are never single. They just aren't. You know who is single? Bad women. Okay? Women who can't hang on to a man. Women, mostly over 30, still single, unmarried, unhappy, no family, was never able to lock down that high-value guy. Know what we call these women on this channel, guys? Damaged goods. Okay? Because, as I've told you guys over and over, whenever you're out there and you meet a woman who's over 30, still single, unmarried, especially if she's attractive, right? If she's hot and she's over 30 and still single, no ring on her finger, red flag, okay? Red flag. Now, when I say this, do I mean all women? It's crazy I have to put this little exclusion in here every time I do one of these videos. No, I don't mean all women, right? Because I get so many, like, haters, like female haters being like, I'm not like that and blah, blah, blah. And it's like, okay, great. You are not like that, but that does not disqualify the overwhelming majority. Just because you happen to be a unicorn who is over 30, you're still hot, you didn't get married for whatever reason, okay? Great. Understood. Okay, but this channel isn't about you. It's about the overwhelming majority of women out there. And the overwhelming majority of women out there who are still single, over 30, never been married, never had kids, no family whatsoever. These girls are damaged goods. And I'm going to keep telling you guys that over and over. All you have to do is look in the comment section below of every guy who's commenting, basically agreeing with me because they've seen it for themselves. Okay? Most of my coaching videos here on YouTube have probably the highest like to lowest dislike ratio of any red pill content creator you'll see out there. Most of my videos get an overwhelming amount of likes to the amount of dislikes. I think I have like a 1 to 3% dislike ratio, which is insanely low. Okay, it's insanely low. Why is it so low? It's because so many men have experienced exactly what I'm saying. Right? I'm not hiding any fact here. But you'll find that most good women you find out there that know how to be feminine, that aren't ball-busting career women, that aren't disrespectful, loud, mouthy, obnoxious, annoying, self-centered, narcissistic. A lot of these women who aren't like that tend to get married off, right? Because it doesn't take much to please a guy, believe it or not. I mean, you don't even have to be that good looking. But as long as you are just cool, hot, you know how to be feminine, you know how to treat a man, you know when to shut up, which is huge. Real quick, I'm shooting at my house today. Yes, I'm shooting at my house. I'm not shooting in the Range Rover. For you guys who've never seen my house, like, oh, he's living in his car. He's living in his car. No, look at my neighborhood. It's beautiful, right? It's $1 million neighborhood for all you haters. My driveway is bigger than your entire living space for all you people hating on me. Anyway, this is my garage right now. I got my Stingray in there. Recently did a rebuild on the engine. For you guys who follow me on Instagram, you guys know I've got a 65 Corvette Stingray classic car, right? It's actually worth more than the new 2020 Corvette. And a lot more fun to drive. I've driven the new Corvette, by the way, and you know, as much of a fan as I am of Corvettes, I grew up on Corvettes. My first car was a Corvette. My dad had a Corvette when I was growing up. The first car I ever drove was a Corvette. The car I got my license in to learn how to drive was a Corvette. I'm not feeling the new ones so much, and the reason why I'm not feeling the new Corvettes is just because they don't really look like Corvettes anymore. They're starting to look like every other sports car out there. And I understand what GM is trying to do. They're trying to compete with other supercars, but in doing so, they've kind of lost their originality. For you guys who know about cars, I mean, I'm a big gearhead. I grew up with muscle cars and Corvettes, Z28s, Camaros, IROCs. Right, I had an IROC at one point. The Corvette always looked unique, right? And this is why I like the older Stingrays. Right? I like the older Stingrays because that's when Corvettes were great. It's kind of a great slogan. Make Corvettes great again. That's when Corvettes were great, right? They were unique. Now they're starting to look like every other sports car. I just don't like that. I just don't like that. Because a couple of my buddies who are also car guys, I go to this meetup once a month called Cars and Coffee, where I bring my Stingray out there and I shoot the shit with other car owners. They have like nice cars too, like classic cars, luxury cars, unique rare cars, right? We shoot the shit. And they're like, hey, you're gonna get the 2020 Corvette? And I'm like, no, nah. I mean, it looks cool, but you know, it just doesn't look like a Corvette anymore. It just looks like every other sports car to me. I mean, if you look at Corvettes from back in the day, if you look at my Vet, C1, C2, or C3, even a C4 Corvette, you guys who know vets, you know what I'm talking about. It's not gibberish. You look at those eras of Corvettes, they look very unique. I mean, when you were rolling down the street back in those days, you could not mistake that was a Corvette, right? Where these days, you see the Corvette, you could easily mistake it for a Viper or like even a Ferrari or another supercar, right? You'd be like, okay, yeah, looks like one of those other ones. You know, it just doesn't look like a Vet anymore. Right? Plus the thing is, like, whenever you buy a brand new car, they drop in value very quickly. right? So the new 2020 Corvette, I think they're going for about 65,000 for the base model. I mean, in 2-3 years, that will drop to like 30, 35, right? You're gonna lose half its value. Where if you buy a classic car like my Corvette, it was like $65,000, right? That's what I paid, which was a deal. It was a deal for that car because it's all original. So I got a great deal on that car. Bought that car over 2 years ago, and today I could still sell it for that exact same amount if I wanted to. I could probably get more for that car just because I brought, you know, I got a great deal on it. Whereas if I bought like the brand new Corvette at that time, right now it'd be sitting at half its value. This is why I don't like to buy brand new cars. I really don't like to buy brand new cars. You know, because a lot of you guys are like, get the brand new Range Rover. And I'm like, yeah, no. Not only do I not like the new Range Rovers, I like my model year. I specifically went for my model year just because I like the way it was shaped. I like that, kind of like that cockpit feel that the Range Rover used to have that I feel like they've gotten away from. And I like having that big shifter that feels like makes you feel like you're in a fighter jet. In any case, getting back to the coaching video, I get carried away when I talk about cars. You have to understand, because I get a lot of guys who are asking me, where do I find good women? Are there still good women out there? And I'm like, yeah, they're absolutely out there. You know, but it's like finding a needle in a haystack, right? The good thing about that too, though, is you'll appreciate her more, right? And these women too, women who are like good women who still know how to be feminine and who haven't bought into all that feminist shit, they know their value, right? They know their value. Most of these girls are very traditional, and she is kind of looking for the same in her partner. She's looking for somebody who's a little more traditional like that, who doesn't mind her doing the laundry or her doing the cooking or her doing the cleaning. Right? She wants to do these things, and you should let her. If she wants to do that, let her do it. Okay, I mean, I'm pretty self-sufficient. I like doing my own laundry and stuff like that. But if I'm dating a girl who's a good woman, who likes to be feminine, likes to do the house chores, and she's like, no, I'll do it. I'm like, okay, do it. But good women are generally going to be taken most of the time. They're going to be dating some guy. And the only single women you're going to find out there really are, unfortunately, I hate to say it, that are going to be truly single are going to be bad women. Okay, they're just not going to, I mean, I don't even know if I want to say the word bad. Maybe another word would be heavily indoctrinated, right? Again, by all of this feminist crap. A lifetime of that, thinking that men want a strong, ball-busting career woman who will come home each day and nag him, talk down to him, disrespect him, start arguments with him, break his balls, right? So many of these chicks these days are just like ridiculous ball breakers. It's insane. I mean, yeah, I don't mind getting shit tested. Okay, that's fine. Especially if I'm approaching you and you're a beautiful girl, you want to shit test me, make sure that I'm the guy that I'm presenting myself to be. I'm the alpha guy that I'm presenting myself to be. Fine, shit test me, I love it. Right? But if you carry that shit on into the relationship and every day is a shit test, it gets annoying. It gets exhausting. And so many of these, dare I say, bad women, they do that to their men constantly. Then they wonder why they can't hang on to a man. Right? They wonder why I can't hang on to a man. They all leave. Right? And then they drop those hater comments below. I get so many of these women hating on so many of these red pill coaching videos that I do, right? Especially the ones where I specifically point out women who are over 30 and still single. They hate those videos. And it's funny because the only women complaining on those videos are the actual women that I'm pointing out. Women who are still single, who are over 30, unmarried, and are miserable. And it's funny because they're just reinforcing my argument by dropping those hater bombs in the comments section. It's like, you know, they're personally attacking me, the messenger. They're just attacking me like, oh, your shirt, oh, your hair, oh, your rings, da 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 da. You know, personally attacking me all the time. And it's like, all you're telling me is that you're being triggered because this video is about you, right? Because women who are good, who are married, they are not commenting. They are not even bothering to comment on those videos. They don't waste their time. Why? Because it doesn't have anything to do with them. It's irrelevant to them. Why would they even bother? Most of the time, they don't even bother to watch those videos because it has nothing to do with them. Because they know they're not bad women. They know that they're not single. They're not, even if they're over 30, they're not single. They're married. They're happy. So they're not going to comment on a video that says, oh, I'm damaged goods after 30. Only the women who are damaged goods, who are over 30, still single, unmarried, are going to drop those hater comments. Okay? And if you look at that video and you go to the comment section, you will see a lot of women who are just really bitter like that. And then they're sitting there going, you sound like a bitter man, doing these coaching videos like that. It's like, dude, do you not see your own hypocrisy? Do you not see your own self-projection? It's insane. It's just mind-blowing. It's like, do you see why you're hating in my comment section? You have the time to do that because you don't have a family, because you don't have a man to please. You don't have kids to go pick up from school. No, you're single, you're unmarried, and you're damaged goods. Exactly what I said in that coaching video. And you're even reinforcing it and proving my point even more by this nasty hater comment that you're leaving below. And some of these chicks too, they just have like every sentence is an F-bomb. I mean, I don't even really curse in any of my coaching videos. I don't. I say a few bad words, but I don't drop F-bombs. I don't get that vulgar. Where these chicks are like super vulgar, and then it's like you wonder why you can't hang on to a man. That's why. You don't know how to act like a lady. It's like F this, F that, F you. And it's like, man, you kissed your mother with that mouth? It's like you and your filthy mouth. Jeez, and you're sitting here telling me and all my male subscribers that we're the ones who are bitter? Have you looked in the mirror lately? Insane. But that's all I have to say for today's coaching video is good women are most of the time going to be taken. That's just a fact. Does it mean you shouldn't approach her anyway? No, of course not. Of course you should approach her. Because like I said, most of those relationships will not last. Most of them will go sour. Only 5 to 10% of those will actually go the distance. And I'm being generous when I say 5 to 10%. Most of them will fizzle out. And you want to be the guy who's there to pick up the pieces, especially if you're a high-value male. You deserve that girl. You deserve that good woman. You deserve that chick who does not talk back to you, disrespect you, zap you of energy on a daily basis by picking fights with you or talking down to you or breaking your balls. Guess what, ladies? No guy wants that. Okay? There's not a man on this planet that likes that. Okay, maybe those like blue pill male feminista type guys who want to be the bitch in the relationship, maybe they might like that guy you'll be miserable with because you'll never have a real man by your side. But you know what? When it comes to high value men, we don't want that. We want feminine women. We want good, cool, hot, feminine women. Women who know how to still act like women and not these ball-busting career women who can't shut their mouths. Right? So I'm going to wrap up here. Until next time, this is M from the 33 Secrets. Don't forget to smash that like button below. Also hit that notification bell right next to it so that you are notified whenever I release a brand new coaching video. And for you guys who are not yet subscribed to my channel, make sure you subscribe to the channel. It's very important you guys subscribe. It tells YouTube that you guys are digging my content, you're loving it, you're feeling it, and you want me to produce more of it. So please make sure you subscribe to my channel as well. And for you guys who want to support my work even further and all of this red pill content I'm teaching you guys here on my channel, the best way to support my work is by jumping into my monthly online coaching program, 7 Months of Mastery, where I am teaching guys just like you how to go out there and approach and close the hottest women on the planet. I'm talking 8s, 9s, and 10s. And not only the hottest women on the planet, but good women. Exactly what we're talking about in today's coaching video. I teach you how to go out there and find good women. I actually tell you where to find good women, which is a very, very invaluable part of 7 Months of Mastery. I teach you guys where you can find good women, where not to go, right? Where you'll end up finding bad women. I teach you what places to avoid. And most of all, I teach you how to approach women without filtering yourself, without getting sucked into her frame just because she's attractive, just because you're falling under her beautiful woman spell. Okay, I teach you all of these lessons and more in your very first month of 7 Months of Mastery. Okay, and the first month is only $1. And for that $1 for the entire first month, by the time you're done with the first month of coaching lessons, you will have the skill, you will have the ability to actually approach a beautiful woman and do a successful close. Okay, you will know the 5 steps that I teach my students for doing a proper approach and close on an attractive woman, an 8, 9, or 10. Okay, you will learn all of these skills and more in your very first month of 7 months mastery. And like I said, it's only $1 right now. We're going to be raising the price pretty soon. My team has been nagging me, wanting me to raise the price. They're like, hey, raise the price. When are you going to do it? I'm like, okay, soon. We'll do it soon. But right now it's only $1, so take advantage of it while you can. And like I said, just in that first month alone, you're going to learn enough skill to be able to go out there and approach and close any beautiful woman you want. Okay? Are you going to be able to do it all the time? Of course not. Okay? You're never going to have a 100% success rate, right? But you're going to have the skill to be able to do it, to make it happen. And this is a skill that you are going to possess long after you're no longer a member of 7 months to mastery. Okay? You're going to have the skill for the rest of your life. Okay? The skill is going to last you a lifetime, and it's a skill that you can pass down to your sons. It's a skill that you could teach to other men in your family, to friends of yours, close friends of yours that you want to teach this stuff to. Okay? And like I said, it's only $1 for the entire first month. And you will learn enough to be able to walk up to a drop-dead gorgeous woman and approach her successfully just from that first month of coaching lessons, right? So if you want to get signed up, it's very, very easy. All you need to do is click that link below in my description box. It will take you over to my website where you can get signed up right now. It only takes 2 seconds. So do that now, and I will see you in my next coaching video. I'm wearing my Maverick shirt today in honor of Top Gun 2, which is going to be coming out soon. It'll be the first movie that I have watched in over 10 years, so I'm looking forward to it. Is it going to have any feminism in it? Probably. Unfortunately, I hate to say it, it probably will. But this will be one of the only movies I make an exception on, probably for another 10 years, unless they come out with Top Gun 3, which I hope they do. But we'll see.